Day 2 of my journey took me through the state of Cornhuskers and Tree Planters, aka Nebraska. The first museum I visited was a history of the dryland, farmers, and ranchers. There was an old Studebaker wagon there which was manufactured in South Bend, my hometown. The Native Americans used these really cool boats made out of animal skins and prairie sleds pulled by their dogs.
Check it out. Thing's got treads on the back. Like a tank.
100 years ago, this was a state-of-the-art manure spreader.
Sounds like a real crappy job.
You're right, it was. Back in the day, this side-tipping wagon was also revolutionary, a forerunner of the dump truck.
Look. A potato.
The rest of the museum had some interesting artifacts, including a uniform that I found very familiar. They had a bunch of old trucks, a pre-World War I glider, and a ton of tractors. Even little pedal ones for kids to play with. Oh look, more tractors. 2 minutes up the road was Scott's Bluff. You might be thinking to yourself, who was Scott? Why was he bluffing? It's actually named after Hiram Scott of the Rocky Mountain Fur Company, who died near there in 1828, at least if you believe Google. This was a major landmark for the Oregon, California, Mormon, and Pony Express trails. As you continue east along the highway, you'll find a lot of historic landmarkers marking key points along the trail, including this reconstruction of a reverend's cabin at Ash Hollow State Park. Maybe I should name my car Insecticide, because I've taken out an entire population of bugs on my way down here. On my way through Omaha, I stopped by the Omaha Temple and Winter Quarters. The visitor center had a video playing about how the Mormon pioneers made their journey west after the prophet Joseph Smith was assassinated. Originally, the plan was to build up Nauvoo as Zion, but due to mob riots, Brigham Young was forced to move the Saints west. The Saints made their way from Illinois to Omaha, Nebraska territory, where they established winter quarters. During the winter of 1846 to 1847, nearly 3,000 Saints had gathered at winter quarters. Unfortunately, they were severely under-provisioned, and during that winter, almost 300 of them died, most of whom being the young children. The missionaries working at the visitor center will tell you if you're related to anybody in the graveyard. I was related to Joseph Walker, who died there when he was 2 months old. Most of the graves are unmarked, but my ancestor was buried right about here. It was an interesting museum, definitely worth checking out if you're in the area.